calling someone any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I'm in the equipment rental space.
Yep.
I had a goal of calling a certain amount of people per day, and it got to be 9:30 at night. Made that call. The guy picked up because maybe he thought it was an emergency or something.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to leave a good impression, and I'm not sure I ever recovered from that. Maybe my response should have been better about why I called him at 9:30.
Yeah. When are you starting making those dials?
What's that?
When do you start making those calls in the day?
Well, this particular day, I had a lot of fires to put out. It ended up being 5 o'clock before I started.
Yeah, so that one, the day might just be scrap it, right? Like, I'm not asking you to, no matter what, make the calls. Sometimes you can't, like 9:30 is kind of pushing it late on the late side there. If you're doing that on a regular basis, I would say start earlier, and then also, if you don't mind working at 9:30 at night, that's great. By the way, everybody wants an employee like you. Figure out what things you can uncouple from your productive hours and do those at 9:30, right? Like if there's other things that you can do later, make sure that you're load balancing call time, the time you can call people into those times. But I don't want to drift too far down this discussion because I feel like we got some momentum and now I'm back to freaking people out.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's the odd occasion where the day absolutely gets away from you. But,
yeah.
I'm pretty dedicated to the goal sheet. And
and it's the odd occasion where the person actually picks up and yells at you at 9:30. That's probably something else that's going on in their life, right? They probably just got in a fight with a loved one, or they drank too much or something. Like maybe throw that one out as an anomaly, because most people at 9:30 will let the call go to voicemail, and then when they read the visual voicemail, they're like, damn, that guy's really working hard, right? I'll text him back or I'll call him. So I just don't put too much stake in people being offended. But don't call people at 2 o'clock in the morning either. 9:30 is kind of on the fence of go, no go. But the last thing I want to do is kill your enthusiasm, because again, that's going to get into a place where that's a slippery slope, right? Because you're like, well, 9:30 was too late. Okay, fair. But then like it's 5:30. Like just boom, throw the balls down the field.
So regardless of the industry that you're in, do you ever worry about the corporate way of doing things, that you stay within 9 o'clock to, like, when do you become unprofessional? Like,
yeah, you become unprofessional when you're fired. I'm going to say that again. You become unprofessional when you're unemployed. Okay? So if you like to stay employed and you want to be indispensable to your organization, maybe you say there's a certain set of rules, and then I've got to get my quota in, right? I need to hit President's Club. I need for my own sanity to be number one in this company, right? Because there's a lot of corporate bull junk out there that was designed because somebody went into HR and said, you're working me too hard and I need a break every 15 minutes or else I'm going to call the board of whatever. Just be real careful about, oh, well, the rules say 9 to, like, I got to get my job done. Now, if you're super worried about offending people because it's too early or too late, you might have the wrong process. You might be calling people at the crack of dawn or the early evening trying to pitch them some stuff, trying to sell them some stuff. That's a pesky door-to-door squirty bottle product salesperson. You're calling to make them aware of something that's going on. You're calling because there's something you want to give them a heads up on, right? You're making their life better. And if you can truly say, man, I just want to make sure that they know about this, whether they do business with me or not, this is an issue that I want to make sure that they're aware of. There's a new regulation. There's a new type of product out there. There's a new way of doing XYZ or ABC that could really be helpful for this particular business. You can rest assured that you're in good graces trying to disseminate that information.